All right. Welcome back to Dr. Trike's Gee-Rhage. So I put a new fuel filter on here. The old one was like standard metal one. It seemed like it was working fine. It wasn't clogged, but I kind of wanted some transparency to kind of see how the fuel is going through and if there was enough and everything. While I'm kind of working on the motor and trying to fine tune it and everything in the Bat-chero. So put a new clear see-through fuel filter here. If you need one, it's Wix part number 33. I think it's 002. It's either 002 or 033032. I know it ends in a 2. One's metal and the other one's this clear one. So when I did that, though, the little hoses they give you with this here wasn't long enough because here's kind of like the old fitting here where you can see they kind of just bent it by hand and really kind of kinked it. That was another reason I wanted to kind of change this all out, to see if it was kind of like a misidle because of the kink here, not getting enough, or because of the engine. So fingers crossed, and it turns out the kind of weird, kind of feels like it's misidling or like a misfire. Is not because of the kink here because it's still doing it, but went up to AutoZone, got like a new poly armor line here, nothing fancy because right now I'm just kind of focusing on getting the engine going good, and then I'll plumb out all the lines with stainless. So but because I didn't want to create that same kind of kink in the line that they did here, I used my new bendy tool that I bought to do the brake lines. So it's way fancier than anything I have. The old one I have was kind of like without this handle, so it just kind of had a curve to it. I think I still have it in one of my drawers here. Not that one. And there we go. This is the one I've been using for years. Seemed like it did a good job, but I'm like, oh, it's time for an upgrade. Especially when I plumb the brakes, I'm gonna be using stainless steel, and everyone says they're like a huge pain to work on. I never had anything nice enough to use stainless steel before, and never had the money for it. So bought this fancy one. Works pretty good. There's my old one there. Old one, nice and simple. Really hard to get like exact measurements out of. Starting a new thing where I put stuff away when I'm done. So kind of hard to get exact bends and everything out of it. This one here, pretty nice. You can get kind of more of an exact bend. Takes a minute or two to kind of get a feel for it. But I think like the only thing I bent was like that one with it so far. Like just a really a little bit more than a 45 because I wanted to kind of head back in. But I think once you bend a few, get a good feel for it, it's a pretty good tool. I don't remember how much it was, but they're available pretty much everywhere on the planet. Does all three sizes, 3/16, 5/16, a quarter inch. So, pretty good tool. I recommend it. There's other things out there that are even better, but this here, nice little hand tool, and kind of allows you to get a little bit more of a bend. Like I said, might take a few times trying it to really get a good feel for it. I only did the one. I think it ended up pretty good, but I'm sure the rest of them will be even better once I kind of feel the tool out better. But so that's the review for today. Here's a box that came in case you want to order it up. It's a Woe Store 180-degree tubing bender. Let's see. Here's a part number if you need it. X as an X-ray 0020 Foxtrot 8 M Tango Foxtrot. Oh, sorry, I kind of switched over to non-military. But yeah, you can see it does quarter inch, 5/16, 3/8. It'll do like a 3/16 too. So, but yeah, works out pretty good. And yeah, I'd recommend it. Pretty easy to use, pretty inexpensive. And yeah, not too bad. Pretty happy with it. And then until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with your friends.